I'm happy to be back here now to introduce you to Nora. Nora and I actually met at the Moth. So if any of you aren't already doing storytelling, attending storytelling events, check out the Moth. But also, I have a lot of windows open on my phone. Okay, Nora. As Megan mentioned, I did send out weird questions for people to ask, and they answer them because I'm intimidating. So the hill that Nora will die on, the Oxford comma is like a party bouncer. Without it, things get messy, confusing, and someone's grandma ends up in a list that she doesn't belong in. So, yeah, to the Oxford comma folks, you're seen. And then the universe. So if she could drop herself into a universe from a show or a movie, for her, it would be You've Got Mail. And it's because there are friendly dogs, an endless supply of coffee, thank God, and a year spent wandering bookstores and exchanging witty emails. I would never have come up with an answer that cool. Nora's amazing, and I feel like I've known her way longer than I have, and she is a hell of a presenter. So please put your hands together and welcome Nora to the stage.
She didn't mention we met over a discussion about sex dungeons. True story.
Come to the Moth.
Come to the Moth. That is the best sales pitch for the Moth ever. I'm so excited. But tonight, I'm not here to talk to you about that, but rather having gone to a gala with fancy outfits and fancy drinks, where I was surprised that people did not want to talk about the impact that your hiring process has on your workplace culture. Oh, you too. Okay, so fine, except that's what I do for work, and I love it. I write about it, I speak about it, I research it. And as it turns out, as that world grew bigger and bigger, the rest of my world grew smaller and smaller. And I realized that I'd stopped saying yes to things. In my 20s, my friends would say, "Do you wanna?" And I'd say, "Yes!" before they even finished the sentence. So I decided I needed to follow the research of Dr. Marian Diamond. No doubt you have read her papers too. But she says that there's 5 core things that make your brain really strong over the entirety of your life. Diet and exercise, which I've thrown out, challenge, newness, and love. So I decided to do 45 new things before I turned 45. Now, I've done it every year since, if you're looking at me and thinking, you're not fooling us, Nora. And I went on to Facebook because, again, over 45. And I said to my friends, "Hey, what do you think I should do for these new things?" And they said, "You should hike Machu Picchu." And I said, "Yes, I should. And if you are willing to fund it, I will totally do that." No? Okay, fine. So I discovered I needed a rule book, some guidelines for how I would do this. Your rules should be different than mine. My rule said no singular item can cost more than $300 unless somebody else is funding it. And it can't count food unless you go, "Ew." Now, the first thing I did was glass blowing, and I thought, I can do that. That looks cool. No, I can't. This is the ad. This is not mine. Mine was wobbly and uneven. And then I took cello lessons. Thank you, Swallow Hill. Except it counted as 2 things, because in my excitement to sign up for cello lessons, I forgot that the music is written in bass clef. And I read music in treble clef. So that counted as 2 things. P.S. If you're looking for a list of things, Swallow Hill is a great place to start. But along the way, I wanted new adventures, so I went fly fishing. And if you think I did not take a picture of that baby brook trout and post it to Bumble, you'd be wrong. I gave stand-up comedy a shot, and if you ever want to be really intimidated by an audience, I suggest this, because it is filled with bros and people on dates who don't think stories about dating over 45 are particularly funny. But going from comedy to some slapstick, you see what I did there? Yeah, I know. It was grown worthy. I totally get it. I played hockey. I also understand how people get super addicted to this very expensive sport. And I got my motorcycle certification. Because some of the things that you should try should really scare the shit out of you. Getting the motorcycle certification was high on the list, but not as high as fostering puppies. Right? Now, I fostered through the Colorado Animal Care Foundation. Big shout out for them. If you want to foster puppies, I highly recommend it. I have some tips for you afterwards, but I should also warn you that you are then going to have a new puppy. Because that's how it works. This is Whiskey Girl. She and I are partners in a therapy dog program, another great first. If you're thinking, Nora, I don't know where to start to come up with my ideas because I'm not 45, so I'm not on Facebook, go to Groupon. Go to the experiences, and it's going to list a whole series of things you can do to make sure that you are adding challenge and newness to your brain. And if you're lucky, some of them have to do with dating, and you could add love. I'm just saying. I'm Nora Burns. I thank you for your time. Now go improve your brain. Thank you. And I'm turning it back over to Kat. Yay! Thank you.
Seriously, she is an amazing human. Sorry, I keep bringing up the moth. This is not like a pimp for the moth, but she is. Okay, yes, thank you. We have to pull names for storytelling, and only 10 people get their names chosen. Nora has gone to the last 9 shows and put her name in, and has not had her name selected.
Wah, wah.
It's gonna happen eventually, though. It's gonna happen eventually.